Welcome to the WVU post-game report. I'm Todd Murray along with our WVU football writer Ed Owens. And Ed, the Mountaineers losing their Big 12 conference opener against number 4 Oklahoma tonight, 45-33. And as we talked about pre-game, a big part of this was going to be trying to contain the Sooners' rushing attack. And that did not go well for the Mountaineers. They gave up 301 yards on the ground. Samaje Perine rushed for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. From what you saw, what happened out there?
Yeah, for those people who didn't know that name, Samaje Perine, before the game, they do now. He kind of ran wild all over WVU and put up some historic numbers. True freshman running back. WVU just didn't have an answer for him. He was in replacing Keith Ford, who obviously out with a broken foot and had a lot of success. Now we know why Ford had as much success as he did. OU's got a great offensive line. The holes their running backs had to go through tonight were 5 yards wide. They were picking and choosing their spots and really hitting the holes well. Perine was just an animal. I mean, as you said, 4 rushing touchdowns, 242 yards. They couldn't solve his problem, and in the end it really cost WVU.
Well, as usual, a positive for WVU, wideout Kevin White, 10 receptions for 173 yards, and he got past his defender down the right sideline for a 68-yard touchdown catch there in the first half. It just seems like nobody can stop this guy this year.
Yeah, this is the norm for Kevin White now. This is his 4th straight 100-yard receiving game, the most for a WVU receiver since Stedman Bailey had 5 in a row in 2011. So White is really showing that he can put up the numbers. As you said, he did have that one really big touchdown catch. He had a couple other plays where he caught the ball in coverage, made a move, made 2 moves, made people miss, and picked up big gains. So White's proven that he can do it consistently. Mario Alford had a solid game tonight, but WVU needs more than just White, and definitely more than just White and Alford to get this offense going.
All right, they've got 2 weeks now before Kansas comes in here for another Big 12 game. Obviously some issues on defense, maybe special teams. What do they need to work on?
Yeah, you said it. Special teams, I think, is a glaring weakness for them right now. The defense, they couldn't stop the run, but they did fairly well against the pass. They held Trevor Knight to just about 200 yards passing and had a pick on him as well. Special teams wise, it's the 2nd week in a row where WVU's given up a return touchdown. Last week against Maryland, it was a punt return touchdown. This week it's a kickoff return touchdown for 100 yards. And really, I thought that was kind of the momentum swinger in this game. At the time, WVU was up 7 points. It looked like they were going into the halftime with the lead. All of a sudden, Oklahoma comes back. They score there. They get the ball to go into the second half. And things just kind of snowballed. It was all part of a 28-3 run by OU, and that really put the game away for them. So special teams, Dana Holgorsen keeps saying that Joe DeForest is the best in the nation at what he does, and I think a lot of people are waiting to see that happen. I mean, they've had their moments. Josh Lambert hit a 54-yarder today, career best and second best in WVU history, but their shortcomings at this point are outweighing the positives.
Right. WVU 2-2 going into the bye week. I know, looking at the schedule, a lot of people might have thought 1-3 before the season started, playing 2 top 5 teams. Should WVU feel fortunate to be 2-2 right now?
Yeah, I think if you asked any of the players or coaches, they'll tell you that no, they're not happy to be 2-2. Outwardly, as you mentioned, before the season, if you had told a WVU fan, hey, you'll be 2-2 at the end of this schedule, which I think everyone roundly agrees was probably the most brutal opening month in all of college football, and yeah, a lot of people would have taken that. Not only that, they hung with Alabama, and they more than hung with Oklahoma. I mean, their own mistakes killed them in this game, and I think there is a lot to be excited about with this team. Offensively, they're clicking right now. Defensively, they've shown flashes. They've shown that they can do it well at times. They need to be more consistent with it. Special teams, obviously, some areas for improvement, but the team is showing a lot more than maybe people expect to start the year. And 2-2, no, it's not ideal, but WVU's done what it needs to do to put itself in position down the stretch to contend and have that bowl bid back after going 4-8 last season and missing the Bulls entirely.
Right, in October we'll tell a lot about this team, so we'll see what plays out there. Ed, thank you for your time, and please continue to follow our WVU football coverage on thedpost.com.